Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Eglah and this is a safe space for positivity and growth. Now today's video I am going to be giving you really simple and practical exercises to help calm down your stress, overthinking or even anxiety. Now there are numerous exercises that you can do for this, but the ones that I'm going to give you today are going to be more practical and you can do them at work, at school. So I want to make them as simple and entertaining as possible. So let's get into the video. Welcome back. I want to first start by saying that sometimes we have certain emotions that we really have to tap into. Sometimes you are overthinking about something and you're wondering, okay, how do I actually get to the root cause of this? I constantly say that if you're having anxiety, if you are having feelings of self-doubt, self-criticism, it means that there is something that's more to that. And you need to dig deep inside to understand, why am I feeling this way? Why am I acting this type of way? And these exercises are really going to cultivate that, and you're going to be able to understand the root cause, and it's obviously going to be very entertaining and engaging in the end. One of the first exercises that I can start with is a thought dump. Now, a thought dump includes you writing everything that's on your mind right now. You are feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling stressed about something. I want you to just write. And now when we're writing this, you are going to practically analyze everything that's going on in your head. Now sometimes when I ask myself, why is it that I'm feeling stressed at this particular point, I cannot pinpoint what exactly is going on, but when I'm able to write it down, I'm going to say a few things. You don't even need to write clear sentences. You can just start off by writing words. What is it that you're feeling? Are you feeling sad? You can write down sad. You can even try to paint pictures in your head while you're writing this so that it's easier for you to understand this. When you're writing this, you can also include things that you are hopeful for. So if I'm writing and I find out some of the feelings that I have and I get to understand the root causes, I can get to a point where I'm like, okay, so what is it that I'd like in the end? Now you can try to visualize something like, what does peace mean to you? What does happiness mean to you? And try to mentally connect that picture to whatever is happening right now. Now, sometimes when we are sad, we try to connect our feelings to emotions that make us sad. And when we want to shift this, you can think of an emotion that makes you really happy or an emotion that you crave. So if you are mentally thinking of something like a happy memory from yourself, you can think of this time where you probably went to a river and you just sat there and enjoyed this serene environment. Once you're able to mentally think of that picture, it's going to help you relax. Another tip that I learned from somebody is you can drink water anytime you're feeling so unmotivated and you're having so many thoughts in your head. And because of this, water just helps you relax. I am yet to try if this works out so well, but I am hopeful it does, because once you chug on some water, you're not really thinking a lot. I don't know, but try to also incorporate that when you're doing your thought dump. Now, the second exercise is having a gratitude journal or just journaling in general. And I obviously love this point. Again, it is different from the thought dump because here you are writing down our thoughts, what we are feeling, and then we were trying to imagine something good out of it, a peaceful place in our lives, so that we're able to just escape reality for a while and stay in that kind of serene environment. Now here in journaling, we are getting sort of real with this because we are writing everything that we're feeling now in form of sentences. For the thoughts, you could just write down your feelings in very short forms, just words, but now here you're practically writing everything that you feel. You're writing, this is what is happening right now, and you're trying to find practical solutions out of it. You're writing a story there because you've already established the feelings that you have through the first point that we gave. And here when we're journaling, I like to include that you're also putting gratitude entries. Here you're going to write things that you are so thankful for, things that you are proud of, so that when you're looking at this, you are probably feeling overwhelmed or stuff like that. When you start seeing positive things in your entries, when you're seeing calming things, it's going to shift the mood for you, because you're probably going to write, okay, I am actually hopeful for this, this, and this. I am thankful that I was able to get past this, this, and this, because now you're tapping into a different emotion that's so different from what is overwhelming you, from what is stressing you, and you're trying to get over to this other border. Of course, when you're also writing this, you are going to release so much tension and so many thoughts that you have in your head. And again, you can also use this part to think of solutions for yourself. In case you don't have solutions for this, there is no problem, because the next point is going to go into detail about it. So don't worry. The third point is you making a truth box. I call it a truth box, and I think we can also call it a fact box, but let me show you what I mean by this. Now, when you're writing this truth box, I want you to take a plain piece of paper, or in your journal, your notebook, whichever place you have to write, and I want you to just draw a box. Now, this box shouldn't cover the entire paper. I want that box to be in the middle so that there is space entirely on the outlines where you can write other stuff. So now in this truth box, you are going to divide it this way. You have the box, which is the inside, and then the outside where it's just the outlines. Inside the box, you are going to write things that are in your control. You are probably anxious about something, like, I have an exam this week and I am very anxious. What can I do? I can definitely start reading right now. I can try to look for sources. I can try to ask my friends if we could read together. Now you can put that inside that box, and then outside the box you can write things that you have no control over. And this is because sometimes we tend to be stressed about things that we have no control over. I am very anxious about something, I am overthinking something, and turns out I can't even control it, no matter how many times I think about it. So once you're able to complete that exercise, you will have a fine line between the things that you can change or control, between these other ones that you have absolutely no power over. And by this, you're going to have a really nice understanding of the problems that you're having at hand. Now it's going to be very easy for you to drop down some of the things that you're anxious about, because you're going to see it in a very practical way. I hope this point is helping, and now you've been able to understand, oh wait, I have thought of these things that are happening. Okay, these are the thoughts that are in my head, and I have gone deep inside to understand what's happening, and I have written down things in a very practical way, and I'm writing down my whole story. And now finally I have written down things that I can or cannot change. The fourth point is taking a coloring book. This is one of my favorite, because I am someone who loves coloring things or even painting. Now, a coloring book, you can get an adult coloring book in so many stores. You can get it at Textbook Center. That's where I have found the one that I am using. It's really beautiful to just have a coloring book where you can just color down, and it helps you relax a lot. I recommend just coloring because you can use any kind of colors that you want. It broadens your imagination, and you end up not thinking too much, because the only thing that you're thinking about in that moment is whether you're going to color outside the outlines or you're going to color something nice. Adult coloring books are definitely nice because they have so much detail, and you're going to concentrate much of your time on it. I would definitely recommend this because it puts your mind at ease, and you end up thinking about what it is that you're seeing. What you're seeing at that moment is you coloring something very beautiful, connecting with nature. Sometimes we are usually cooped up in our desks at home, and we're not going outside. How are you going to get a breather? I recommend going outside, just trying to see what's around you. Now, there's this very simple exercise that we do a lot, and this is you trying to relax, get outside, don't even talk for a moment, and just see what's around you, and also hear that. You're going to see birds, you're going to see flowers, you're going to see vegetation, and it's really nice once you go out and reconnect with nature, because you're able to just relax and see how beautiful creation is. And it's also going to help you release a lot of tension that's inside you. And you can do some simple breathing exercises when you're outside. Take some pictures in case you just want to commemorate whatever is happening at that moment, and just relax and flow in with nature. The final point that I will give you is taking a break from social media, and this is because sometimes we are so indulged in technology that we end up forgetting our reality. You are going to be seeing so much content. Of course, it's really wide, it's very broad, and sometimes you just need your own personal space. You need to relax and figure out, okay, I need to journal, I need to write this down, I need to focus on myself, I need to see things from my own understanding without actually just amassing myself in a very big platform. And once you're able to disconnect from social media, you are going to find these steps very easy to adhere to. Of course, I put this as the last point to ensure that you see how sometimes you need your own time. You need to be able to do these practical steps without external factors coming in. Now, I do hope that that was helpful, and you are going to try and practice this really amazing tips. In case they actually work and you enjoy them, kindly comment on the section below and tell me how you found it, what other tips you would recommend, because I am sure that all of you have different tips that you have incorporated in your routine, that you have tried out and have worked. So thank you so much guys for watching this. See you on the next video. Bye.